Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala once again has chosen us to wake up on this beautiful dawn, beautiful morning, the blessed morning. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for your efforts, and may He make you amongst those servants whom He was pleased with, and may your fasting be accepted. Yes, we are once again on Essence of Light Foundation. You're with me, Sheikh Hamza Abdul Malik, on that show called Dawn of Ramadan, which we are continuing on our journey of the Quran, on the lessons of the Quran, learning some major lessons from the Quran. And in this Juz 8, I've just picked on a few lessons that we can share. I believe in this month of Ramadan, those verses might, inshallah, help us. And if we look at this Juz 8, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is transitioning us from that Juz 7 into Juz 8, where He has covered the end of Surah Al-An'am and the beginning of Surah Al-A'raf. The tone also has shifted towards the consequences of the choices which we make in life. They have the consequences. Likewise, in school, if you don't read your work, they will test you, and if you fail, you will test your failure. If you fail, you will test you are less hardworking. And right away, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also, He is mentioning the fundamental struggle between humility and arrogance. So do stay there with me as I am going, inshallah, to share with you in these few minutes, inshallah. First, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is reminding us in this Juz 8 about what's the purpose of life. Some of us might be fasting, but we're just fasting because it's everyone fasting. In the house, everyone is fasting. Or some of us, we're fasting due to other reasons. But we have to remind ourselves. And of course, there are many people out there also, they take this ayah as their motto for their life, as their logo for their life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ إِنَّ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ وَمَمَاتِي لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning in this juz that in this chapter, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, say indeed, inna salati, that indeed my prayers, wa mamati, qul inna salati wa nusuki, and my rites of sacrifice, wa mamati, wa mahyaya wa mamati, and my living and my dying are all for the purpose, are all for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is how we live. Allah is telling Rasulullah, tell them they should say that they are living, their entire world is all by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's all by the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is what we should be doing every day. And in this whole month of Ramadan, in the remaining 22 days or 21 days, what we should always say is that my fasting, my ibadah is only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm not doing because of my spouse. I'm not doing because of my children. I'm not doing this because of my boss. I'm not doing because of my friends, but I'm doing this only for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us. And in another verse, also in the same Juz 8, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also, He is teaching us that yes, As far as we fast from the dawn to sunset, the Quran reminds us that while the earth's beauty is for us, all these beauties you see, all these kamalis on the earth is for us, but wasteful is a spiritual barrier. All these kamalis, all these beauties, all these luxuries you have, mashallah, it's for you, but not wasted. All that food you have in your house, on the iftar, the maidan, the entire table full of food, but not waste that food. Children in Gaza, Sudan, Congo, Chechnya, India, Pakistan, Africa, and across the world, Muslims are struggling. People have no food. So enjoy your food, but not go extravagant, not go excessiveness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this Juz 8, He says, Kulu washrabu wa la tusrifu. Eat, drink, and Allah He pulls the limit, wa la tusrifu, but not go extravagant, not go excessive. Eat with a moderate. Why? Because there are some people also struggling to eat. Excessiveness, where you start throwing away this food. Every day you want a fresh food. Let's throw away yesterday's food. That's wasting of the food. All the samosas yesterday, let's throw them away. You are wasting the food. You are wasting the food. There are many people are wishing they can have that food which you are throwing away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment is going to ask us for that. So let's try our best making sure that inshallah we do not waste the food while we're fasting this month of Ramadan, and whatever we have, the little, inshallah, let's share with the poor. And inshallah, our Ramadan will be blessed. It will be very fruitful Ramadan. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those people, when they hear, they say, Sami'na wa ata'na. We have heard and we are going to follow. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.